샛별 Hi, 유즈민 desu. What? There we go. Hi everyone. Hello Kaiki, hello Cypher. Hello, the music's way too loud. Chill. 1 second. Hello, Eats a Duck. Hello, Hotchick. Hello, Aiko. Hello, 970. Hello, Citizen. Hi everyone. Congratulations, Cypher, on being first. Kaiki doesn't count from now on. It's unfair. I was hoping that he would just type first before stream started and then wouldn't type anything else. And then we could have all been like, wow, if you were an OG, you would have known that typing first before stream starts doesn't count. So, yeah. Today, we are going to be... This is the YUZU Nation Core. We are going to be deeming if people are assholes or not on Reddit. If randos on Reddit are assholes or not. Now, when I click on the post, it should come up fine, but while we're scrolling, I don't think you guys can see the whole titles. So I hope that's a... Am I the asshole for slapping a teenager? Oh. Okay, anyway. We're on the top of all time. So we should find some good stuff in here. That's what I was saying before about Martha Stewart going to jail because she had insider knowledge about trading stocks. What? Wait, why are you talking about that again? I'm confused. What did I say that triggered that? I'm not sure. Okay, this music's like blasting my ears out. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Oh, let me also loop this so that it doesn't go on to play Nintendo Frutigear Aero Chill Mix 2026. Kaiki claiming first is illegal. Oh, yeah. No, Kaiki is just as bad as Martha Stewart. Thanks for pointing it out. Anyway, I have my overly sized gavel. And I'm ready to deem some people assholes or not. I like this one because it doesn't... The other one I was looking at has a flare. That's like if it deems people asshole or not. So I like that this one doesn't so that we can form our own opinions. Excuse me. So I guess we can just start from the top. I have not read majority of these, so it's not oversized. Yuzu is just small. No, that's a lie. It's in reference to my giant screwdriver, guys. Of course, I gotta have the giant gavel. Yuzu is not small. This gavel is actually huge. Look at it in compared to my head. Dong, dong, dong. You know? Anyway. Oh no, don't start floating. Okay. I have this weird thing on VTube Studio where all my items that are pinned to me, it pins to my RGB and it starts floating across the screen. Let's get started. Okay, yeah, I guess we can just start from the top. I don't think I've read any of these now that I'm like looking at it. Someone at work stole my chair, so I had them arrested. You know, am I the asshole for being truthful and admitting that I find my wife unattractive after her surgery? Wait, these are terrible. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of assholes in here. This first one, though, I don't really know what to expect, so let's see. Am I the asshole for laughing in my sister-in-law's face when she DNA tested my daughter? Wait, can you guys... Is volume fine? I feel like the music's still too loud. Here, let me turn it down a little bit. I think that should be fine. I've got the Ace Attorney. I have Ace Attorney objection songs on. They're kind of groovy. Okay. I'm gonna read it out, and let me know if I don't scroll enough though. I, 30 male, have a daughter who's 6. I'm not biologically related to her at all. There is no blood relation between us. I was friends with her mother for most of my childhood. We are never romantically involved and we are always just friends. She had her daughter at 23 with her 25-year-old husband. When my daughter was a newborn, about 3 months technically, both her mother and father were killed. I won't go too much into detail for privacy reasons, but it was a workplace shooting. My friend and husband had worked in the same building and were both killed. Both my friend and my husband had grown up with less than ideal families and didn't have any siblings, and there wasn't any next of kin for their daughter to go to. However, because I was close with them, I was able to adopt her. Even though I've been iffy about the idea of kids, I didn't want their daughter to grow up in a foster care or around people who didn't have a connection to her bio parents, so I stepped in. My parents and sibling know that my daughter is not my actual daughter, biologically speaking. My daughter, I'll call Lily for the post, also knows she's adopted. I never really hid the fact that she's adopted, but she knows her parents are dead and were killed by a bad man, but I'm saving the details for when she's older. Lily does not look like me at all. She looks exactly like her mother and biological dad. Most people assume I'm her bio dad and she just took after her mom. I don't really correct this when people and if people assume that this is because... Oh wait, they don't correct it because it seems unnecessary. My brother has been with his fiancée for about 2 years now. A few weeks ago, we were all meeting up at my parents' house and my sister-in-law saw an old picture of me, my friend, and her husband. She pointed to my friend and asked who it was, and I explained that was Lily's mother. Sister-in-law got quiet and stood in front of the picture for a while. I didn't think too much of it. To clarify, she knows my friend died, but I guess she didn't know that she had been married, or that Lily is not my bio daughter. I suppose she assumed my daughter was mine and my friend's biological daughter. My sister-in-law got a DNA test done on my daughter behind my back. She used my brother's DNA for the test, and when it came back they weren't related, she knew that meant me and Lily weren't related. She came up to me with the news and waved them in my face, saying that I was taking care of a dead woman's affair baby. She said this to me in front of my daughter. I just stared at her for a while before bursting out laughing at this. I told her I knew Lily wasn't my biological daughter and that the thing called adoption exists. Her face went red and she stormed off. My brother is mad I embarrassed his fiancée, but I said she embarrassed herself by DNA testing a kid that isn't hers and then parading the result. Wait, guys, what? Okay, this is definitely a not the asshole post. This is for sure not the asshole. This guy, okay, hopefully everybody else agrees. Yeah, we don't even have to finish reading that. And also, did it in front of the child? Oh my god. She wasn't even doing, yeah, like people are saying, she's not even doing anything. An update? Oh my god. My brother lied to sister-in-law about everything. TLDR spoiler, my brother thought I had been having an affair with Lily's mom and thought I was Lily's bio dad. He tricked sister-in-law into believing that I was in a relationship with Lily's mom and was Lily's bio dad. Sister-in-law then saw the picture of Lily's mom and husband and assumed Lily was an affair child between the two of them and was being led to believe that I was Lily's bio dad. Sister-in-law ended up coming to my house and apologizing as well as telling me the full story. My brother put her up to the DNA test. What? That's such an asshole move! Oh my god. Jesus, what terrible family to be around. Awful of the brother and the sister-in-law. Did the brother think it was like funny or something? That's terrible. The brother must have like either had the completely wrong idea or thought that would be like funny or something. I don't know what was happening there. There was an asshole hidden within the asshole. Yeah, what the fuck? Why is this one on the top though? This is very obviously the sister-in-law and the brother are the asshole. Maybe it was the update that made it get to the top, because people weren't suspecting the, oh my god, assception. Bro, I need to watch that movie again. That movie was crazy. I remember watching it, but I was like highly intoxicated. So I was watching it and I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? And then like the ending, I don't think I comprehended it the right way. That movie was slapped though. It was a good movie. Okay, that one was an easy asshole. Okay, we start off with an easy asshole. The porn parody or the actual movie? I don't know what porn parody you're talking about, Hot Chick. Believe it or not, I have no idea what porn parody you're talking about. I don't know. I really don't know what there could be. Like, is it called assception? You can't tell me that's a real thing. That can't be a real thing. That'd be insane. You know what I've had in my head lately that I haven't been able to get out of my head? The lemon stealing whores line. Like, it's just been replaying in my head, and like every time I see something that reminds, it just pops in my head so easily now. I don't know why it's on my mind. Oh, I had a question for you guys. So, the other day, Kaiki and I were talking about the lemon stealing whores video, and I was wondering, has anybody else seen the realistic spider? Has anybody else seen that? Like, it's a porn video, right? But it's like a guy, and he goes up into his attic, and then like, I don't know, he goes up into his attic, and then he like finds a spider girl, but it's not like a sexy spider girl. It's like actually like a girl that's like, she's like makeuped into looking like a spider with like multiple eyes on her face and everything, and it looks really freaky. And like, I found it at the same time that I found lemon stealing whores, and like I don't remember because it was so long ago, and maybe like my little kid brain was like, oh my god, ew. But like, I don't know how to find. Can you show us? I can't. I definitely can't on stream, but I don't know how to find it again. Granted, I haven't tried finding it again, but I kind of don't want to keep searching like spider porn, spider girl porn. Like, I don't want to look through a bunch of spider girl porn to find the one thing I'm thinking of. So I was just wondering, I was just curious on if anyone else has seen it, but I guess not. Okay, moving on. Am I the asshole for suing my cousin for $6K to pay for my hearing aids after he threw me in the pool? Okay. My family is all on my cousin's side for the issue. I want some outside judgment. My cousin, 25 male, has always been the golden child of our generation. He's funny, good looking, and outgoing. Not to mention a boy amongst girls. What does that mean? A boy amongst girls? Everyone stays silent to make her look crazy about the— No, I know that you know what it is, Hot Chick. I knew it. Somebody in here had to know, and I had a feeling it'd be you. I'll find it. I'll send it in NSF YUZU on the Discord. It's real. He always loved to mess around and play pranks. For the record, I really dislike this cousin. I think he's irresponsible, childish, and annoying. I had a hearing problems for years. I recently got a $6,000 pair of hearing aids. Is that how you spell hearing aids? Wouldn't it be without the E? Wouldn't it just be like aids without the E? Or am I crazy? Recently at my grandmother's birthday party, we were all eating and drinking on the back porch. My grandmother... AIDS, like the disease. That's what... Wait, are you fucking with me right now? I can't tell if you're fucking with me. My grandmother has a pool. My cousin decided he was going to throw me in the pool because it would be funny to ruin my hair that I just got done that day. I repeatedly told him to stop and put me down in a very serious and not playful at all tone. He threw me in the pool and my hearing aids were ruined. Afterwards, when I told him what happened, he basically said, "Whoops, didn't know you had hearing aids now." When I told him the cost of them and that he would have to replace them, he freaked out and said, "No way." My family didn't want me to make him pay for them because I significantly out-earned him and also everyone else in the family. He was in college at the time, barely making ends meet in a call center job. His girlfriend and him have a baby, and they live in a one-bedroom apartment. He refused to pay, so I took him to court. I won. He refused to make the payments after, so I took him back to court, and his wages are now being garnished for the maximum amount, which is 20% of his total wages. Whoa. I pushed him over the edge of what he could afford, so he's had to work extra and drop out of college to be able to pay their rent. My family is absolutely fuming at me. I think he made one bad choice after the other, and has been given a sincere apology. And he has never given a sincere apology this whole ordeal. Had he given a real apology after the incident and asked if he could wait till after he finished school to pay me back, I would have been fine with it. But the entitled little prick is digging his feet in at every move. Am I the asshole? The only reason I could see me maybe being the asshole is because it's affecting his child and girlfriend. Not the asshole. Yeah, eats a duck, thank you. Not the asshole at all. Yeah, no, a 20, like this person said, 20% is pretty harsh, but like, if he just negotiated a payment plan or like apologized properly. Yeah, and then like also like, it seems like he was kind of like, I think that taking them to court is pretty fucked. Well, honestly, that's $6,000, like, that's $6,000 hearing aid, and if my cousin that I like never liked in the first place was not even apologizing, like I wouldn't just let that go. That's a lot of money. And it's kind of like, I mean, maybe it's kind of fucked to like take them to court, but he wasn't like, yeah, I don't think he would have paid otherwise. And that's a lot of money. And I'm also a firm believer that family isn't like, family's not like blood related. Like some of my family members, I would be so quick to pick a fight with. Or like, I would not even pick a fight with, but like, if this were to happen to me, I would be really, really quick to be like, oh, no, like that's not how you're gonna pay me back or else I'm going to take you to court. And I have it in mind, like this guy seems pretty level-headed. He probably gave him a note. Okay, if this guy like just straight up took him to court and weren't like, yeah, I don't know how much they press. So like, if this guy was just like immediately took him to court, or if they were like, it's very different if he immediately took him to court, or if he was like, oh, you can either do this or I take you to court. So like, I think I need a little bit more context for this, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Cause like you can't, I mean, yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, but like, I think they just took them to court without a warning, they're the asshole. I mean, I think that would make ESA, everyone, oh no, ESH, everyone shit here, that's what it is. I think that would make everyone shit here, but like, I don't think that would make him alone the asshole, because the other cousin is 25. Like, who at 25 years old thinks it's so funny to throw their cousin in the pool because like their hair just got done? I would be mad as shit even if I didn't have a hearing aid in. So that would be like everyone's shit here type of thing. Speaking about family, how's your grandparent doing? I think he's doing well. I haven't received any updates yet, but I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah, then maybe that guy should have thought about it before he pushed someone in the pool. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that amount of immaturity has to be taught somehow. Like, and then also, like, if you're struggling to make ends meet, why did you have a kid? You're in college. Why did you... I get that mistakes happen, but, like, protection is, like, for the most part, pretty easy to get. Especially if he has a family that cares about him that much. Could have just asked one of his cousins for a condom, I guess. I don't know. I feel like yeah, I feel like the guy should pay, and he's fucked up for pushing him in the pool, yeah. But maybe I mean, I guess he didn't know. He didn't know that they had a hearing aid, so I don't know. Hello, Brayden. It's going well. And hi, Marky. We just started reading Am I the Assholes, and we're debating on if this guy's the asshole. But I kind of think it could be everyone's shit here, but I don't think that one of them is the asshole alone, unless this guy gave him like an ultimatum. He didn't detail that part. He didn't specifically say like, oh, I told him either this or I take him to court. So I have a feeling that he just took him to court like right away. So I don't know. But then again, he took him to court, he won, and then he still refused to make the payments. So maybe this guy did give him an ultimatum? I don't really know. Oh, that's true. They could have pressed us. I mean, I think pressing assault charges would have just, like, wasted time, though. Because really, he just wanted his money back for the hearing aid. And he probably wanted his cousin to, like, learn a lesson, so... I don't know. That's a pretty fucked lesson, though. Like, how long does he have to pay? Does he have to pay 20% of his total wages until it gets to 6,000? Like, that's kind of a lot. That's a long time. I don't know, though. I don't know what his wages are. Okay. But it says, I told him the cost of them that he would have to pay. That's true. Bullied by woman. Thanks for following. I'm really sorry that you followed already, but I'm not gonna bully you. I'm not really a bullying type of woman. You can ask chat. I never bullied them. On to the next one. No. I'm sorry. I get kind of not for free. This is true? Wait, this is true? That's actually not the response I expected. Hotik, when have you ever paid me to bully you? When have you... This has never happened before. And if it did, I would be a little bit proud. So, like, this is how you guys know you can trust me. If somebody paid me to bully them, I would be talking about that shit. Ha! You used the wrong command, idiot. Learn your commands, bozo. Am I the asshole for announcing our pregnancy at my brother's wedding after he proposed at mine? Bro, if Better YUZU YUZU's boyfriend proposed at my wedding and didn't talk to me beforehand, I would be like, I would be a little bit upset, but let's read this. Okay. My brother said he was going to propose at my wedding. I told him no. Okay, that's a big detail there. I told him no. It was a day about myself and my wife, and we did not want any distractions. My mom lost her shit. She said that he wanted family She said that he wanted family he might not see again for a while to be part of the proposal. I said I did not give a shit and that if he did it, I would have him kicked out. He did it, and my mom said if I tried kicking him out, she would leave too. I just remember seething inside. My brother got married last weekend. Instead of a welcome to the family toast, I used the time to announce that we were expecting our first baby. My mom was upset, but my grandmother told her to sit down and shut up. We spent most of the reception talking to family we would not see again for a while about our coming baby. My mom says I was an asshole for taking attention away from my brother on his wedding day. She got really mad when I reminded her that she threatened to leave my wedding if I kicked him out after he proposed. I have the screen cap of the text messages. What the fuck? The grandma told her to sit down and shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. This one, I feel like this one's easy. I mean, obviously the family prioritizes the brother, and that must be really annoying. Like, I can imagine this guy's probably, like, This guy's probably like an older brother. Like just thinking about how like the family, the mom especially panders to the younger brother. I feel like that's common with like brothers. The younger brother gets like the golden child treatment. But I don't know. I think this is valid. I don't think this one's tough. I think this is not the asshole. What do other people say? Yeah, not the asshole. Yeah, good job to grandma for shutting mom's bullshit down. Yeah, I mean, he specifically said no, don't do it. So, I think that one's easily not the asshole. Wow, we haven't gotten an asshole yet. What's going on? Am I the asshole for slapping a teenager? Okay, this one might be our asshole one. Although this top comment says not the asshole, so we'll see about that. Oh, it's a female. Okay, I, 32 female, was at a water park this last weekend with my husband, 32 male, and my daughter. We were in one of the pools practicing swimming and keeping to ourselves. There was a group of teen boys there while I was working with my daughter on swimming. One of them came up behind me and I felt a tug on one of the strings of my top, untying it. I spun around and saw this 15 to 17-year-old with a smirk and slapped him. This quickly caused a scene. The park staff got involved, as well as the boys' parents, who were livid at me. My husband and another lady saw it happen and confirmed that he really did try to grab my top. There was also a camera around the pool that kind of showed it. It wasn't the best angle. The boys' parents threatened assault charges, and I threatened sexual assault charges if they decide to go that way. Eventually, we were both asked to leave, and I haven't heard anything since. My husband, though, still thinks I overreacted a bit, which I don't. What? Her husband thinks she overreacted? This is not an overreaction. But I think the more important part is not about if it's an overreaction or not. I think the more important part was that the husband thinks she overreacted. Yeah, that would mess with my mind. They have a daughter. And the husband thinks that that's not an overreaction. No, for real, yeah, that's what I would be more worried about. I wouldn't be worried about if I was the asshole or not. I'd be worried about why my husband thinks she overreacted. That's insane. And at 15 to 17 years old, that is totally valid. I mean, like, maybe if they're like 6 or 7, then I'd be like, don't do that. That's really bad of you. But 15 to 17, you know what you're doing. Yeah, the husband doesn't have their back at all. She said the thing. No! Fuck. It's subconsciously seeping into my life. I saw a dog shit out a 6'7" the other day. I think it was just yesterday, actually. Kaiki and I were on Instagram, and there's a dog who, like, taking a shit on the floor, and it shit out the number 6'7". I don't know how, Marky. I could try and find it for you, but I don't want to look up dog shitting 6'7" on my Instagram. I'll try and find it for you later. We have not run into an asshole yet. I want to use my guilty thing. We have had no assholes yet. Am I the asshole for saying no to my girlfriend's tradition? Advice needed? Okay. Throwaway account. I mailed... How have we not gotten an asshole yet? Like, I actually... My personal Reddit has a lot of, like... Am I overreacting? Am I the asshole threads? And I run into quite a bit of them, like, per day. That's like, okay, this person's definitely the asshole. We're on top of all time, and we can't even find someone that's the asshole yet. We're like 30 minutes into stream. There's been no assholes yet. What the fuck's happening? You need to go on, like, toxic Reddit on Instagram and read those stories. But then everyone's gonna be an asshole. It's gonna be too predictable. I, male 30, lost my younger brother when I was 22. He had cancer and fought very hard. The YUZU channel just knows who's not an asshole. Yeah, no, seriously. The YUZU Nation, we know what being an asshole is. If any of you guys were assholes, I'd kick you out. So that's why we know. He had cancer and fought very hard. Ever since, I've been donating blood on the anniversary of his death every year. I take the day off from work, visit his grave, donate blood, and then come home, relax, and watch his favorite movie. I know it's simple, personal tradition, but it means a lot to me. My girlfriend of 9 months, Anna, female 31, asked if I could meet her and her mom. I have met her many times before and it wasn't the meet the parents for the first time situation for lunch yesterday. I told her no and explained again about what I do on my brother's death anniversary. She got upset and said, well, it's my tradition to have lunch with my mom every time she's in town, and she really wanted to see you. You can do your stupid blood donation tradition any day. What the fuck? Your stupid blood tradition every day? What the? Any day? It's not a stupid blood donation tradition. It is an homage to his brother. I explained to her that it's not about the blood donation. Later in the evening while I was resting and watching my brother's favorite movie, she texted me again asking me to join them. I reiterated that I didn't want to and would hang out with her next time her mom came. She replied that I had embarrassed her in front of her mom and with my selfishness and laziness. Since then, she's been distant. Do I owe her an apology? Update. I texted her we needed to talk. She never replied. Just blocked me everywhere. Social media, WhatsApp. Her best friend who is following me on Instagram blocked me too. I'm not sad. I wanted to end it anyways. Thanks for your support. Thank God he ended it. That is so fucked. Stupid blood donation tradition. Yeah. No, that is really upset. Man, that's like for his brother. That's obvious, asshole. Or that's obvious not the asshole. Am I the asshole for telling my husband I told you so and laughing at me when we got the paternity test results? Oh my god, this is gonna be another not the asshole? When are we gonna run into our first asshole? A good idea for brain rot you can do is sibling or dating and drink whenever you get it wrong. Did it before my brain hurts so much. Wait, that sounds kind of fun. No, I think, you know, Kaiki and I do that when we go out sometimes. If we see like two people, like a couple, like, not even a couple, but just two people, we're like, are they siblings or are they dating? Hoshi, Hoshi, thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, definitely think that other guy was not the asshole, but let's see. This one, I feel like this one's gonna be a not the asshole too, because if the husband's demanding the paternity test and she's not cheating, like, okay, let's see. I, 27 female, have been married to my husband, 28 male, for 2 years and gave birth to our daughter 5 weeks. 5 weeks ago, bro is just itching to pick a fight. I'll try to keep this short since I don't want to waste your time with any irrelevant details. What happened was that our daughter came out with blonde hair and pale blue eyes, while my husband and I have brown hair and brown eyes. I've heard of a lot of kids that come out with different colored hair and eyes that they actually grow into. My husband freaked out at this and refused to listen to my explanation of that. Sometimes, babies are born with lighter hair and eyes that get darker over time. He demanded a paternity test and threatened to divorce me if I didn't comply, so I did. After my daughter and I got home from the hospital, my husband went to stay at his parents' house for the first 3 weeks to get some space from me while I recovered and he told them what was happening. My mother-in-law called me and informed me that if the paternity test results that the child wasn't his, she would do anything within her power to make sure that I was taken to the cleaners during the divorce. I had my sister to lean on and help me take care of the baby during this. The first 3 weeks? Imagine abandoning your wife for the first 3 weeks of the baby being born for fucking nothing. When the results got back yesterday, my husband came home to view them with me. I was on the couch in the living room, so he sat next to me and we started to read the results. They showed that he was the father, and my husband had this shocked, kind of mortified look on his face with his eyes wide as he stared at it. I couldn't help but say, I told you so, and started laughing at the way he looked. My husband snapped out of his shock and got mad at me for laughing at him. We argued for a bit, which was mainly him yelling at me, before my sister came downstairs and my husband shut up. After that, my husband went back to his parents' house to clear his head, and 2 to 3 hours later, my mother-in-law called to scold me about laughing in my husband's face. Apparently, it was kicking him while he was down. So, she also left a couple nasty texts, essentially saying the same thing as this morning. I don't think I'm an asshole, but I'd like an outsider perspective on this. Oh my god, girl. Divorce that man. Oh my god. He left you all alone with a baby for a month. And then also his mother-in-law is insufferable, or the mother-in-law is insufferable? Jesus Christ. Yeah, not the asshole for sure. She's given more than enough grace to potentially consider herself the asshole. Yeah, no, for real. Divorce him and the mother-in-law, right? Dude, I hate reading posts about like overly controlling mother-in-laws. Like I don't think I can deal with that shit. Like mother-in-laws that are actually insane. Especially when it's like when it's the is that spider inside? I think that spider's inside. Remember last time you said it wasn't inside, but I think it's inside. Okay, can you watch for me? Make sure it doesn't come in. Okay, guys, the other day a spider got inside. Oh, it's outside. But how did that other one get in? Okay, the other day a spider got inside and it scared the fuck out of me because it's crawling up my side of the wall, so I'm a little spider scared right now. Anyway, so yeah, mother-in-laws, especially when it's on the guy's side, that's when it pisses me off. Like mother-in-law being crazy on the girl's side, not as bad. But mother-in-law crazy on the husband's side, that's bad. If the spider's inside, tell your husband to get inside the spider like the— No! Ew, gross. No, and I don't have a husband. Sorry, guys. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm not married. Wait 20 minutes for a YUZU spider jump scare. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I don't know how it got in last time, so we'll see what happens. Okay, this one might be our first asshole. Am I the asshole for telling my husband that he absolutely ruined the birth of our child? Okay, we haven't run into a single asshole yet. Like, what's happening? And who's the guy from the Grand Canyon video? Well, I called him my roommate last time, but then he got sad, so it's my boyfriend. Spider car, lol. Yeah, no, yeah. It's coming down closer. Oh no, I really don't like that. Yeah, Kaiki is my boyfriend. We're not married. YUZU does not have a husband. However, in Tomodachi life, Kaiki and YUZU are married and they have a baby! Guys, I forgot to tell you all. So, yeah, I'm married to the game. I'm in it for the love of the game. No, but Tomodachi life, I signed in and then YUZU said, or somebody said like, oh my god, Kaiki and YUZU have something to tell you. And I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen this notification. So I clicked on it and Kaiki and YUZU are standing next to each other and they're like, we had a baby! And I'm like, what the fuck, they had a baby? And then I sent a picture, which one got pregnant? That's a good question. I think it was YUZU. But Kaiki was holding a baby, so it could have been Kaiki. So apparently they had a baby while I was gone, and then we watched the baby grow up, and it had a heart cake. It was obsessed with the heart cake. Empreg real. No, yeah, it's viable. It's real in Tomodachi life. Have you guys seen the video? I watched a video the other day where it's two yaoi guys and the baby was obsessed with the heated rivalry book. Was it a boy or a girl? It was a girl! Well, I made it a girl, but it was a girl and she ended up getting some of YUZU's traits and some of Kaiki's traits. So it was really, really cute. I thought it was super cute. But yeah, I thought it was really adorable. I was watching it and I low-key, I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. And I felt my eyes like watering. So yeah, it's really cute when your Miis have a baby. But I sent it to my sister. I sent it to Better YUZU and she said, she responded with, let me see. She responded with, I do not claim this negative energy. Because last time I was over, I was talking to my family about being scared of being pregnant, and then my Better YUZU started punching me in the stomach and saying, die, die! And I was like, holy shit, bro. So she's not into that. Is the name Yuki? Oh, that's kind of cute. YUZU and Kaiki? That's kind of cute, though. Heated Rivalry started as a book? I don't think so. Somebody made it into a book in their Tomodachi life, or maybe it was a DVD. I don't really know. They made like Heated Rivalry. I declare the husband an asshole. Wait, we haven't read it yet. Chill. Wait. Okay. Wait. Let me read it. Hi, everyone. Our daughter is now 8 weeks old. So obviously this whole argument has gone on a very long time. We both have been holding grudges and neither of us think that we are wrong. My husband does not know I'm posting this, so I'm going to keep it as anonymous as possible. KittyArt109, thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. I didn't read it. Oh, shit. Well, let's read it. So when I got pregnant with my daughter, my husband started immediately telling me that I should have a home birth. I really do not know why he was so adamant on it, but he was. At first, I brushed him off and told him I would think about it because I was only 6 weeks pregnant and the birth seemed so far off. Of course, it came quickly and my husband would literally speak over me at the doctor's appointments when my daughter would ask if I have a birth plan. This caused a few arguments between us in those 39 weeks of pregnancy, but I never really changed my mind. Eventually, my husband's mother sat down and talked to me, and she told me all the reasons why they did not want me to go to the hospital for the birth. I expressed my concerns about, safety and the baby and myself, but just like my husband, she brushed me off. I ended up telling my husband that I would take myself to the hospital when it was time and that I did not want a home birth. He acted as if he didn't hear me. We met with a doula who was also very pushy. I felt overwhelmed and not supported at all. I was 36 weeks at that point. So when I went into labor, I was 39 weeks and I absolutely begged my husband to take me to the hospital where my doctor is. He wouldn't. He spoke to me condescendingly and called the doula instead. I was in labor for about 3 days, active labor for around the last 22 hours. I cried the whole time. I just felt something was wrong, and I was scared and oftentimes they left me alone. The doula told me that if active pushing in labor reached 24 hours, I had to go into the hospital. I remember thinking that I could not decide which was worse, staying in labor for another 2 hours or having my baby right there. When she was finally out, I don't even remember wanting to hold her. I just remember crying out of relief. Obviously, I'm okay now, but I did not have a good experience. On my first appointment after birth with my doctor, she said she was very shocked I had the baby. She was concerned. I was so upset. I told my husband that he absolutely ruined it for me. I truly never want to go through that again. I hear my mothers say that they all forget the pain they said the second they have the baby, but I didn't. I love my daughter so much, but it was horrible, and it was entirely his fault. So I told him that several times. He rolls his eyes and he tells me how mothers are strong and how I am not trying to be strong. I told him that if we ever have another baby, which he wants, that I will never do a home birth again. His response is, we'll see. I cannot possibly be the asshole here. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, no, the husband is definitely an asshole. Yeah, you're his wife, not his incubator. That's insane. Mothers are strong. You're not trying to be strong? That's disgusting. Jesus. And like, home birth is scary. I feel like home birth should only be if the mom really wants it. Like, the husband has no say in that shit. You can't say to the asshole because the poster isn't the husband. Yeah, no. No, unfortunately I can't say they're the asshole because we need an asshole post now! Oh my god. Update, I cut my wife off from our finances because she wouldn't stop ordering takeout. Oh my god. Kaiki at me if we do get married, bro. Jesus Christ. When we get married, Kaiki's gonna be like, yeah, no takeout. I'm gonna order takeout. We need a what now? We need an asshole. Mom should have the choice. Yeah, right? This is a future user problem. True. Wait, this is an update? Where's the original post? Where's the original post at? Oh my god, guys. I worked out yesterday and like my ribs and core are so sore right now. But I feel like a fat fuck because I ate too much spaghetti. Anyway, update, I cut my wife off from our finances because she wouldn't stop ordering takeout. 9 days ago, I made a post about how my unemployed wife had spent $1,176 on delivery apps in just a month. This is egregiously outside of what we can afford to spend on takeout, and since she didn't seem willing to stop, I canceled her credit card and moved the money from our joint account into my own. Egregiously. Okay, thank you. I'm such a fat fucking chud, yeah. For the following few days, my wife kept talking about how I was financially abusing her. She threw several tantrums despite apparently being severely malnourished, threatened divorce, threw a bunch of food we had in the fridge away to try and strong-arm me into letting her get takeout, and even tried to guess my bank account password a bunch of times. Sorry, my password isn't Taco Bell 123. Bitch is salty. This man is salty. Sorry, my password isn't Taco Bell 123. What the fuck? The last one was how I learned if you try to guess someone's bank account password enough times, the bank will send them an automated email. But last Friday, the complaints and threats stopped. She seemed mostly back to normal. I figured she'd given up. That wasn't until today, which was garbage day. When I took the last bag out before taking the bin to the curb, I discovered half a dozen fast food bags and other takeout containers in it. My wife wasn't supposed to have access to money. I had no idea how she was affording the food. I confronted her to it, and first she denied everything. I had to bring out all the fast food in the garbage to get her to fess up. She had taken out a loan. Now I thought she had borrowed money from a friend or family member, but she'd taken out one of those predatory payday loans. Before you ask, I have no idea how she was approved. Within the next hour, I froze my credit. Then I drove her to the payday loan place where I paid the loan off in cash. I will now have to dip further into my savings to pay the rent. I suppose in a certain way, cutting her off wasn't successful. She didn't order takeout anymore. She just drove to the restaurants to pick up her food for the low price of $20 for every 100 she borrowed, or 60 in fees total. In addition, I told her that we would be getting divorced. So yeah, my marriage is over. I don't even know. Okay, that's crazy. Okay. Why would you marry or even date an unemployed person? Shut the fuck up. Shut up, bro. Don't put ideas in Kaiki's head right now. He does not need to hear that right now, okay? Shut up. The second pronunciation, you did sound good. Thank you. They cute. Thank you, Ace. You're right. See, they're cute. I sit here and I look cute. That's my job. In this economy, though, you shouldn't waste $1,000 on takeout. That's true. Also, loans? Taking out a loan to buy more food when you threw away the food in the fridge? That's insane. She can drive? Why not just do that? Yeah, why did she order takeout in the first place if she could drive to the place? You know, that was actually something that pissed me off. Like, in relationships I've had before, like, people who like can't drive and then they order takeout when the Wendy's is in walking distance. Like, bro, just go walk. Like, you do not have to. It's so much more expensive when you order takeout. Or like, it's terrible because like their parents will like enable it. Like, their parents will order the takeout. It's like, bro, you guys have a car. Like, I don't understand takeout. I only understand takeout if I'm like drunk as fuck and I cannot walk anywhere and I cannot do anything. Like, if I'm totally fucking wasted, then I'll get takeout. And most of the time, I'll convince someone else to buy takeout for me. I won't even buy that shit. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. You can get a cute employed woman. No. For anyone listening right now, you cannot get a cute employed woman that's as cute as me, the unemployed woman. It's impossible. It's impossible. Little known fact, everything is within walking distance. Okay, that's not true. I tried to look up where this bubble tea place was, and it was 5 miles away. That's not walking distance before stream. That's walking distance if I want to go on a really long walk, but like, not on a walk, I think walking distance is like, I only do takeout if there's a BOGO deal that isn't even available. No, I'll do takeout, like I will do takeout, but I will not do delivery. I won't do delivery. Like, delivery is different than takeout. Like, takeout's fine. I'll do takeout sometimes, but I won't do delivery. That's more what I meant. But it seems like this person's doing delivery. Delivery apps. She's not doing takeout. She's doing delivery, which is totally different. Fire fed. I am considering cutting off every Orange Man supporter. What? What? Is this even an Am I the Asshole post? I mean, I think this is just normal now. I don't think we need to read this one. The bro's not an asshole. Let's see what let's see. Got axed, not going to say which agency. Wait, I'm gonna read this in a voice. I'm gonna read this in like a epic voice. With approval ratings like his, it's pretty normal now. Yeah. Yeah. Got axed, not going to say which agency. I've always considered myself extremely tolerant and willing to love people as they are, even if we don't agree on everything. I've never been an Orange Man supporter, but I've kept it civil with friends and family that were. Some of them liked having a civil conversation about him. Some were belligerent about politics, so we didn't bring it up and tried to enjoy each other's company. Getting cut from a great job that I really believed in with no notice has been extremely traumatic. It's still raw, but I feel so personally betrayed by those that voted for him. I can't see past the politics anymore when I look at those people I cared about. Some have been contrite and apologetic, but then turn around to support him and VP Musk on social media. I just can't right now. I'm thinking about posting something and wishing the whole herd all of the best, hope they have a good life, but I won't be in it. Or maybe I just quietly block them all and focus on myself for a while. I don't know that I will need to talk on I do know that I will need to talk to my in-laws. I've always had a great relationship with them, but thinking of going into their house and watching Fox News almost makes me sick. Am I the asshole for feeling this way? Does it make me an asshole for cutting all these 20+ year relationships off? Am I overreacting and acting out of emotion? Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I had to read it in a voice. Bro, I knew from the first line. Got axed. Not gonna say which agency. He sounds like fucking Resident Evil Leon Kennedy talking right now. I've never been an Orange Man supporter. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think he's an asshole. I don't think you're an asshole for wanting to. I mean, political opinions. I think you're only an ass. I really think you're only an asshole if you do support the Orange Man. But I don't think. And then again, I mean, if he did something fucked, like trying to like shove it down people's throats or whatever, then like that's kind of fucked. But if he's just gonna silently block everyone and like not talk to them anymore, I mean, hell, I did that with my own family. Like, when I go to like family events sometimes, I will purposefully avoid talking to certain people. Cause I know for a fact I will throw a fucking fit and everyone's gonna think I'm an asshole for having morals, I guess. So I don't know. I don't think this guy's the asshole. He's doing it silently. I don't think he's an asshole. Oh my god, wait, why is no one the asshole, bro? We need an asshole up here. I need you to turn off the sort by top. Okay. What do I do? Sort by hot? Best? What do I do? Probably more likely to be an asshole if not highly upvoted. True. There's no controversial. There's sort by best, hot, new, top, and rising. Hot? Sort by hot? We need an asshole in here. Some person's cat shows up and does the thing, yeah. Hot sounds good? Okay, we'll do hot. Is that the band hammer in her hand? Fortunately, it's not the band hammer. Fortunately for you guys, it's not the band hammer, it's the asshole hammer. We have not gotten a single asshole though. You should have chat submit am I the assholes? No, I was thinking about, I actually got this idea I was watching one of the content creators I follow does a podcast, and she had like people submit stories, and I was like, I want to read people's stories. So maybe now that we've done this, we can do, and hello Yang, welcome to the stream, and Sam, welcome to the stream. Maybe now that we've done this once, we can have people submit like stories and stuff. Maybe could do call-ins. Oh my god. Call-ins? That would, I don't know what you guys, I don't know if I can trust you guys though. I'm gonna have someone call in and say 50 slurs before I can like fucking ban them. This is a risky business. We could try though. That would be pretty fun. Maybe I do call-ins and like I vet them before we do it. But if we do call-ins, we probably have to have it through the Discord. It'd be fun. 50 slurs, so the limit is 49 slurs. No, 50 slurs is how much you can fire off before I'm like able to like delete you. I'm kind of slow with that shit. I need one of my mods in there that's like really fast with it so that they can do it. Okay, these are all like new. Okay, let's see. Okay, wait, I'm looking for an asshole one. Oh my god, none of these are assholes! Holy shit! None of these guys are. I'm reading the top comment. All of them say not the asshole. Oh, that's a good one. No, I can have them do call-ins and have my mods check them for me. And then I can watch them on stream. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh my god, no one is an asshole. There's no such thing as asshole here. What the fuck? Not the asshole. Oh my god. Are we ever gonna get an asshole? Not the asshole again. Can we sort by like flair of asshole? Okay, you know, I'm gonna sort by best. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Oh my god, what the fuck? We need an asshole up in here. Oh wait, I already clicked on that one. I know! It's spoilers! Okay. How about we just scroll and click? How about we just scroll and click on a random one? Wait, it only has 2. Okay, this one has 11K. 11K going for it right now. Okay, let's read this one, okay? Wait, it's under 18. Am I the asshole for telling my dad's pregnant girlfriend that he already has 3 kids and I have nothing to do with her and her baby will be no different? Wait, what? Okay, we'll read this one. This one seems like this guy could potentially be the asshole. But potentially not because he's 17. He's 17. I, 17 male, grew up with my mom. I only ever saw my dad one day a month and that has not changed after all this time. My mom and I tried to end that visitation, but the judge said since dad never skipped a day, it made sense to continue until my 18th birthday, which is in October. Excuse me. My dad has dated a few women over the years and has 3 other kids out there. My mom was offered the chance for me to know them, but I wasn't interested, so mom said no thanks for me, and that was it. Those kids are raised by different guys. Their mom is married... Wait. Oh my god, this kid's grammar. Those kids are raised by different guys their mom are married to, so dad pays no child support or anything for them, and he owes them a ton of money too, but she won't tell me the exact amount till I'm 18. And she owes mom a ton of money too. Okay. Dad has a new girlfriend now and she's pregnant. She only knew about me and every time I was at his house, she could not understand my lack of interest in her pregnancy and her baby. She invited me baby shopping with her a few times and asked if I wanted to go see a special scan of the baby, and it genuinely shocked her that I didn't accept the offer for any of it. Last week she asked me why I'm not gearing up to be a big brother, and she assumed I would have been happy to have a sibling after all this time. I told her this isn't the first kid my dad have with someone else, and I have nothing to do with those kids, and it won't be any different with her baby. I told her I consider myself an only child, and that is not changing because he knocks up women at random. She got very upset and wanted to believe I was lying, but I convinced her. Then she asked why I care so little, because I could have lifelong relationships with them all. She said it was so sad that she started to cry, and she wanted so much better for her baby. I told her she picked the wrong guy to have that with. She locked herself in the room the rest of the time I was there, and before I went home, my dad tried to get me to apologize, but I said no. His girlfriend texted my mom a few days ago and said she wanted an apology, and to hear I would actually try to be a good brother to her child. My mom ignored the text, but I know the next time I go over there, if they're still together, I'll be dealing with it again. If they're still together, god damn. I don't think this guy's the asshole. I really don't. This was hard to read. Maybe the asshole for shit grammar, but like, I don't think he's the asshole for not caring about the baby. It's not his responsibility. And it's also like he's only seen his dad once a month? Yeah, one day a month. Why would he have relationships with all the random women he knocked up? That's very true. Should be user redeem? Will the gavel still? Oh my god. It's huge. Or is Chibi Yuzu just small? Who knows? Judge Chibi Yuzu. Wow. Hold on. There we go. That's better, huh? No! Don't start moving! Okay. There we go. That's a little better. Wait, she's so small you can't even see her. Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for telling my mom not to come to my graduation and just go to my stepsister's instead? Ooh. Wait, that sounds kind of... Ay. We can read this one. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, well, I doubt this girl's gonna be the asshole, though. I really doubt she's gonna be the asshole. I, 18 female, have had issues with my mom ever since she married her husband Zeke when I was 10. Mom was... Wait. I kind of don't like how these people refer to their parents as like mom and dad instead of my mom and my dad. I don't know why it irks me. Mom was a widow and I was her only child. Zeke was widowed and divorced with 3 kids. None from his late wife, 1 from a relationship before his second wife, and 2 from his second wife. Zeke doesn't have a relationship with his son, the oldest. He shares custody of his other 2 kids. His daughter is my age and his youngest son is 3 years younger, but his relationship with them is not so good. Zeke's daughter also has a crappy relationship with her mom, who prefers her younger brother, so my mom decided she was going to treat Zeke's daughter like her own. When she started doing that, she became a worse mom to me. She tried to make up for Zeke's daughter having a bad relationship with both her parents and put her first all the time. Oof. If she brought us anywhere and we were going for a drive-thru, she would always pick my stepsister's preference over mine. If she took us to see a movie again, it would be my stepsister's preference over mine. If my stepsister was with my mom and my mom took me to see a movie, she'd say no if it was one my stepsister wanted to see. She also refused to take me anywhere my stepsister might want to go, but she didn't refuse to take my stepsister alone to places I might want to go. After that was happening for a while, I lashed out at my stepsister and told her I hated her and she should go make her own mom love her. She should go make her mom love her instead of stealing mine. My mom didn't talk to me for weeks as a result. Like she didn't say a single word to me in at least 5 weeks. When she did talk to me, she told me she couldn't believe I would hurt someone innocent in such a cruel way because I knew she was hurting over her mom. I said I was hurting over her always picking my stepsister before me, and she told me that wasn't happening, and even if it was happening a bit, I should understand that why it might be happening, and she told me it wasn't okay to be jealous, and that my jealousy made her like me less and want to spend way less time with me. I ended up getting mad at my mom and saying I was tired of being last and yelled at her and told her it wasn't fair and I wished Zeke and his kids would go away. My stepsister heard, which made my mom's anger at me return, and we didn't speak for a while again. Eventually it went back to the new normal, but it sucked and I grew more resentful. My mom grew more angry because as my stepsister longed for us to be closer, I refused to be, and my mom didn't like me because of it. Eventually my mom asked where all this anger was coming from, and I went through every single time she put her before me. I told my mom it hurt my feelings and it made me want everyone else to disappear and for us to go back to before she got married. My mom told me she'd do better if I promised to at least be nicer to my stepsister. Demon Boy 02, thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. It didn't last super long because then my stepsister got really annoyed about my dad's photo and her dad's late wife's photo being put out on the same mantle, and she destroyed them both. I had to be pulled away from her because I was so angry and so was she, but her anger got directed at me after, and she asked me why I had to have a photo of my dad, and she said it was dumb to keep dead people's photos. We didn't pretend to be nice after that, and we avoided each other. What the hell? My mom occasionally tried to make me feel like she wasn't still putting Zeke's daughter first, but I felt it. She definitely put way more energy into her and tried to give me her sad story about why I didn't care because I wanted my mom to still be a good mom to me and she wasn't. That brings us to how now and graduation. Zeke's daughter and I go to different schools and our graduations will be separate but on the same day. Mine is a couple hours earlier than hers, but mom wanted to do one party and she wanted me to agree to let Zeke's daughter have a choice of place to celebrate. It pushed me over the edge and I told my mom not to come and just to go to Zeke's daughter's graduation instead. I actually gave away the ticket I have for her and moved in with my grandparents who already had tickets. My mom called an overreaction and I told her I was done and to focus on Zeke's daughter like she wants and to stop expecting me to be okay with whatever's left over after that. She keeps saying she wants to talk more and that we need to discuss it like adults. I asked if there were more excuses coming about why Zeke's daughter's preference mattered more. She told me my reaction was so extreme and we needed to discuss why. I told her to think back on the previous discussions and issues I brought up. Yeah. This girl is not the asshole. Well, it's not even... I don't even think it's the sister that's the stepsister that's the asshole. It's definitely the mom. Like, it's not the stepsisters. Anything that this person put in about the stepsister is pretty irrelevant. Even though the stepsister was an asshole for, like, destroying the photos. But she destroyed her mom's photo too, so like, I don't know. The sister seems to have some deeply seated issues there. But that's not even the issue. The issue is that the mom puts the other sister first all the time. Like, that's kind of fucked up. Especially like, and then to go on to like kind of gaslight her actual daughter into thinking that she's not putting her first when it's blatantly obvious. I think that's what's fucked up. Again, not the asshole though. Let's try this one. It has 15k. Stepsister is weird about dead people. Yeah, the issue is with the mom versus daughter. Yeah, I think so too. The mom is definitely the main asshole. I will say the stepsister is also a bit of an asshole because she said it's dumb to put pictures of dead people up. Yeah, but we didn't get the ages of both. Well, actually, you can assume the stepsisters are the same age because they have their graduations on the same day. I don't know. But I definitely don't think the daughter is the asshole though. She seems fine. Am I the asshole for telling my boss to apologize to my wife? My boss called twice at 5:50 a.m. I was in the BR. The bathroom? Is that the bathroom? After I didn't answer, he called my wife at 5:55 a.m. and woke her up to get me. She later told me that she was super freaked out, thinking something had happened to me. She had no idea in the moment if I was home or not. It was over a customer machine that was not working that I was programming the day prior. I rushed in and it was indeed working, albeit they suffered some downtime on our third shift. I called them out in an email and said this was unacceptable behavior and demanded an apology to my wife. Am I absolutely crazy? To me, it's common sense to wait till 7 or 8 a.m. unless it's literally a matter of life or death. Why does he have his wife's number? Yeah, okay. So, he has his wife's number as an emergency contact. You should only be contacting it in emergencies. That is an obvious not the asshole. God, when are we gonna get our first asshole? We're over an hour into stream. Can we get an asshole? Can we get an asshole, please? Can we get an asshole in here? Maybe we gotta get one of these, like, really, really downvoted ones. Or really not voted well ones. Oh my god, I'm cheating by scrolling down and looking. Okay, wait. We could read this one because I actually have this issue with one of my neighbors at my family home. So I'm wondering if it's the same type of issue. Let's see. I just realized should he use this like off the screen? Wait, hold on. Hold on. No, stop floating away. Is this better? I think this is better. Okay, let's see if this is the same as my issue that I have at my house. I'll explain my issue after we read this one. My husband and I bought a house about a month ago and moved in 2 weeks ago, but are already having a problem with the neighbors relating to our driveway situation. They rent and have their daughter and grandkids living with them with 2 cars plus the daughter's boyfriend's car sometimes. We have 2 cars and we'll have another person living with us, so soon to be 3 cars. We have a gravel driveway that is old and losing gravel. The driveway is just barely big enough to fit 2 cars if I park on the grass just a little. We have a 1-car garage from our basement that we can't use yet due to not having an automatic opener, and the opener button has to be held the whole time the door is going down. Fixing it is on our to-do list though, so the other driveway is wider at the front of the house and then narrows as it goes past the side of our house towards the backyard and into the garage. Our house sat vacant for a while, so the neighbors have been using the driveway for their cars. But our realtor told them that it was our driveway and to please not park there after we closed. A couple days later, they talked to my husband and said the landlord told them half of it was theirs. I knew that wasn't right, so I went digging and found an old survey of our property and was able to locate the iron pin marking on our property corner. What had ended up happening was that over time, you can actually see this happening with old Google Street View images, the gravel had spread a little so that in combination with the neighbors parking on their grass anyways, gave them the impression of a wider driveway. A bit of a parking pad had been curved out on the property with their cars, but 3/4 of that driveway is ours. That's enough for 2 cars to fit on our side of the line, but there's not enough for them to be able to get out of their car if they keep parking on this makeshift parking pad unless we stagger with one of us. My eyes are watering, oh my god. I parked further down the driveway on one side of the house. Once I located the property corner, I took some spray paint to mark it, pointed it out to them, and kindly asked them not to park on our property. I also tried contacting the landlord but never got called back. After the conversation, they were still very frequently parking on or over the line in such a way we couldn't get one of our cars in the middle down the driveway, and if our garage was usable, they'd be blocking us from getting in or out of the garage. I talked to them and asked to park as far to the left as possible, and they parked as far as the right as possible. We could fit 3 cars and that would be okay. They said yes, completely understood, and were very nice about it. But a couple days later, they were back to parking over the line, and we could no longer get a car down the driveway. Admittedly, I got frustrated and decided to prove a point. The moment they left, I moved my car onto the grass a little and had my husband park next to me. We were completely within our property line, but because we weren't staggered, they would not be able to get out of their car if they parked there. When the neighbors got back, the wife came out yelling about it and yelling about the spray painted line. My husband went to talk to her husband, who seemed completely understanding of the situation, and he explained that he had a hard time getting out of his car. He is disabled, and we are understanding of that, but every day one of them has been violating our request not to park on the line. I don't want to make it hard for them, but it's also his decision to keep parking there when there isn't enough space on his side of the property line to have an actual parking space. The way I see it is that if they don't have a driveway, just a couple feet of asphalt where the city repaved the road a long time ago and overlapped with driveways, a little bit of our gravel that is spread, and bare soil. Oh, what the little they do have is not enough space to park without us having to maneuver around their bad parking. Oh, so this person, they park in their property, so why not just put up a fence? I mean, I feel like that's what the reasonable thing to do is just put up a fence, and if a neighbor wants to throw a fit about it, they kind of just have to deal with that. They can't really do anything if it's not on their property, can they? So I guess what's happening in my neighborhood, then you have a dispute on where the fence would be. Well, no, if they build the fence in their property, like right on the line of their property, not going into the neighbor's property, then it is just their fence. I don't think there could be any dispute there. But the thing about it is that I don't know, can they do anything? I don't really know property laws, honestly. But I assume that if it's their own property, unless the landlord stepped in, then they can't really do anything about it. Like the other family, if they build a fence. Now, the thing that's happening in my neighborhood is a bit more complicated. I'm gonna open paint. I'm opening paint. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm opening up paint. Properties, paint. Okay, hold on. Okay, can you guys see this? Where is it at? Wait, where is this at in my little paint thing? Hold on, let me make this skinny so that I can see. Okay, so here is what's happening in my driveway. In my neighborhood. Okay, so you have my house right here. Okay, this is my house. Yuzu's house. And then there's my house. And then there's my driveway, right? And then there is a road. With like grass and shit, you know, like grass. And then here's the other side of the road. And here's my neighbor's driveway, right? Oh wait, shit, that's the wrong way. Here's my neighbor's driveway. Oh wait, it's too slanted, huh? Wait, let me center this better. So, Yuzu's house, okay? Yuzu's house. Then Yuzu's driveway. Oh wait, oh shit, wait. Yuzu's driveway, okay? And then here's like the lawn. And there's the lawn, okay? So, we have the other side of the road over here. Oh wait, you guys can't see it because everything's too big. Let me make this all smaller, okay? Let me make this all smaller. So, Yuzu's house. Okay. No, wait, don't save it. Hold on. Yuzu's house, okay? And then Yuzu's driveway. Okay, and grass. This is Yuzu's house and Yuzu's driveway, okay? This is like my garage and all that shit, okay? So that's my driveway right there. And then we have the road. And then we got like the dotted lines in the road, you know. And then we got the other side of the road. And then we got my neighbor's driveway, right? And it's right behind mine, okay? So then we got my neighbor's house over here. So my neighbor has this entire driveway, right? This is their garage. My neighbor has this entire driveway here, okay? And he doesn't use it. So he parks his cars in the garage, which is fine. Like, he parks his cars in the garage, right? His driveway is completely empty. We have one normal car here, right? And then we have one, like, truck, like a big car here. We have, like, a big pickup truck here, okay? It's my dad's pickup truck and my mom's small car, right? So we have both our cars there in the driveway. And my neighbor likes to park right here. Like, my neighbor likes to park on the side of the road right here. So when we back out with the car, we have to kind of like swerve around him back into his driveway and then go forward back out of his driveway, like with this car, right? We have to swerve around back into his driveway and then drive forward out of his driveway. And when we drive the truck, we have to we have to pull all the way out into his driveway and then back out, right? Like, getting out, not that bad, it's whatever, right? But it's pulling in that's the issue. Like, to get perfectly in that spot, you're gonna wanna take a wide turn and then go like that, right? Especially if the truck's already there, but you can't. So you have to like take this weird turn, end up parking like slightly crooked, and then like go back out and readjust yourself. And when you park in the truck, you can't even get a turn that wide because that car's in the way. So you have to like pull up really close, kind of drive onto the grass, and then like pull back out and then pull back in again. It's so annoying. And I don't understand why this person doesn't just like park in their driveway maybe? Like I don't know what the deal is. And like the most frustrating part is they have been sitting here in the car, like the driver is sitting in the car right here as he's watching us like pull in or pull out, having to do all this like crazy shit to like park in the fucking driveway. He has seen it happen. Like, he's watched the whole thing from his car because we pulled in and pulled out with him sitting right fucking there in his car. But he doesn't like do shit about it. He just keeps parking there. So, I don't know, like, and you're not supposed to park on the road. Like, we have signs in the neighborhood that's like, don't use the sidewalks and roads as parking. So, I don't really know why he does that, but he be doing that, and it's low-key really frustrating. But I can't do anything about it because I'm not gonna go up to him, and I don't know. I genuinely, I thought that guy died one time. We didn't see him for a while, and then one of our other neighbors ordered like a wellness check on him, but apparently he was fine. So I don't really know, but that's what's going on in my neighborhood. Oh shit, I forgot to put the MID assholes back up. We have not run into a single asshole. Should we make a submissions page? Hold on. We are going to... Doesn't your neighbor know you're the Yuzuman and there's YUZU chat? Yeah, right? No, my neighbors should know. No, Hot Chick, trust me. All my neighbors back at home know I'm Yuzuman. I stream with my fucking window open. Wait, Hot Chick, were you there for the story about... I'll tell it again just because. So, there was one time when my, so there was like a dog. We live in a neighborhood that's really dog heavy, right? And there's a lot of dogs in our neighborhood. And sometimes these dogs get out, right? So there was a dog that got out, and my family had the dog for a little while in our backyard, or in our house or whatever, in our backyard. And we're trying to figure out whose dog it is. So we're going door to door, and we go across the street about like 3 houses to the left. So we're like across the street, 3 houses down, and my mom's knocking on their door. And my mom said that she went up to the door, she knocked on the door, and this lady answered. And my mom's like, oh, we found a dog, like it got out somehow, does this happen to be your dog? And my mom has the dog with her. And then the lady goes, no, but I would ask that house down there. And she points directly at our house. And the lady's like, there's a lot of yelling happening in that house. I hear someone yelling in that house almost every single night. And my mom's like, oh, really? That's crazy. And she's like, okay, I'll go ask that house too then. And it's our house, right? And my mom gets home and she calls me down and she's like, Yuzu, you have to stream with your window closed. And Yuzu dad, you have to stop fucking yelling at the Call of Duty games. Like, she was like, we have to shut all our windows in the evening times. You cannot be streaming with your window open. The neighbors can hear you. And I'm like, oh. They probably can, can't they? They most definitely can. I'm a little more conscious of my noise level now that I'm living in an apartment setting and not in a home anymore. I can't go screaming like I did before. Unless if I play a horror game, I feel like that's valid as long as I'm within quiet hours. But I can't go screaming like I did before, so my neighbors though, they definitely heard me back at home. And I wonder if they wonder where I am now. I wonder if anyone's ever stopped outside my window on their evening jog and then like just listened in for a little bit. I really wonder about that. I was gonna say if we play Repo again, it's gonna happen. Cypher, you did not see what was going on my screen last Repo game. Dude, that shit was crazy. I don't know what was happening last Repo game. Last Repo game, we had so many mods, I didn't understand. The neighborhood definitely heard you yell cock and balls. That is not the worst thing they've heard me yell, Hot Chick. Hot Chick, imagine an old Filipino grandmother walking by my window while I was making the hentai tag tier list. Bro, like that there's no way cock and balls was the worst thing my neighborhood heard. Either Repo or Mimesis. Mimesis for sure. Oh my god, that clip from Mimesis that you sent was so funny. I have to edit that one. That one's good. Y'all play Repo without me? Sigh. Marky, we told you. I think we told you. Actually, that was in Sasuke's server, so I don't know who all knew. We gotta play Repo and Mimesis in the YUZU server. We invited everyone. I thought so. Philippines mentioned. No, my neighborhood has a bunch of older Filipino ladies in it. It's kind of silly. Don't worry, Marky. We'll go play in my server next time so everyone can join in. It was to celebrate someone's birthday, so I didn't want to invite everybody to my server because I felt like it'd be strange. Don't worry, though. I mean, this weekend I should be free to play some games on Saturday, maybe. I think Saturday daytime I'm gonna be kind of busy and like maybe into the evening because I want to play DDR. I want to have a good DDR grind sesh. So I'm gonna go to my local round 1 and play a shit ton of DDR. Marky, we're gonna get wasted and play Mimesis or Repo. It'll be fun. What happened to, does anybody play Lethal Company anymore? I actually kind of enjoyed that game. I thought that game was fun. Yeah, I don't know when we can go do it, but we can try and play games this weekend. I have a strict I only drink on the weekend policy. I do not drink on random weekdays anymore. Not anymore. I'm unemployed, but not that unemployed. Lethal is a dead game now? Okay, I actually just like uninstalled it recently. We can play Mimesis or something. I like that game. I think I have to be in the mood for those types of games though, you know? I can't just play it. I can't just play whenever. And recently, when I drink, I've been really into watching stuff or like playing Tomodachi Life because it's fun. We're not running into any assholes. You know, we should make a Google form. Oh, you know, maybe that's what we can do for part of the stream anniversary. So guys, I don't know if you know this, but my 5-year streaming anniversary is going to be on May 7th. So I'm planning something kind of fun for that. I don't know how I'm gonna go about it yet, but I was thinking potentially we can do like a long stream, like a really long stream. Like I'm thinking like 12-hour long stream and just fill it up with fun things to do. So I think now would be a good time to start planning out like those submissions or whatever if you guys want to submit stuff for random things. we can have like, we can do like submissions for stories that I can review on stream. We could do like confessions. I've seen other VTubers do like confessionals and stuff, and I think that's kind of cool. Oh my god, did you guys see the video? It was a real life streamer. She's like streaming and she's doing confessionals, and there was a guy that like fucked a fish. Have you guys seen that? I think I did show YUZU Discord. I showed YUZU Discord because it was like in my brain for like a week. Kaiki, have I shown you that? Okay, yeah, there's this guy that... No. Do you guys not know about it? Wait, legit, we can react to it right now. Hold on. Guy who fucked a fish. Fish blowjob, bro, what? How do I find this? Guy who fucked a fish. Confessional stream? Oh yeah, here it is. Wait a second. Let me pause the Ace Attorney music, okay?
Hello, my child.
How are you?
I'm feeling blessed. How are you?
Wait, I think it's this one.
What are your sins?
When I was about 13 or something, I went fishing with my dad. I caught a fish and I was really happy about it, and I just felt like I had a connection with the fish. It just felt very nice in my hands. You know, the fact that it felt like it was chosen. It was chosen for me. And so when my dad told me to throw that fish back in the water, I couldn't do it. I was a stupid little kid. So I threw a rock in the water pretending it was the fish, and I shoved the fish down my trousers. And this fish was not bigger than my dick when it's hard, but it was in there. And the fish, it got warm as we were going home. And I just remember I was getting a boda while I was going home. And my dad was speaking to me, and I tried to shift the focus away from the warm fish, because I could feel the fish kind of like shaking, dying, you know, on my dick, like it was giving me like not a blowjob, but it just felt like it was, you know, its last moments were on my dick, and it felt really special to me, even though it is weird. And then I remember getting home, quickly going to my room, and I lied down, I got naked. I remember taking my zip down, and I saw the fish covered in cum. That one moment just felt amazing to me, the warmth of the fish, and it was still kind of shaking, like its nerves were kind of going off, and it just felt so good. And I remember I didn't want to let that fish go. I couldn't let it go because I felt like I'm responsible for the fish. And so I cleaned up the cum on it, I cleaned it myself, and I'd keep it in a freezer in my room. And whenever I'd get, you know, horny or stuff, I'd use the fish to like masturbate, and I'd come all over it again and again, almost up to a week, until the fish was smelling at the house, and my dad would, you know, kind of clock on that something's going on with me, and he could tell from the smell, and he looked in my mini fridge, and he saw the fish, and I remember making up a lie saying, "No, it's not my fish. You know, my friend gave it to me. It was like some kind of prank or whatever." And my dad kind of looking at me disgusted, and I had to get rid of the fish, which was, you know, obviously sad. And I feel I can't, you know, it affects me because I can't speak to my dad without thinking about the fish. And what's even worse than that, I can't jack off without thinking about the fish. Porn doesn't do it for me anymore. There's no fish related stuff, nothing. I don't like fish, the food, that much. I prefer steak, medium rare. But the fish, something about it, whenever I jack off, I kind of
That's my favorite
feel
part.
the fish, like...
That's my favorite part. I don't like fish food much. I prefer steak, medium rare.
I prefer steak, medium rare. But the fish, something about it, whenever I jack off, I kind of feel the fish, like... I'll never forget that feeling of it dying on my dick while I cummed on it. So... that's it, yeah.
That's it, yeah. Dude, that shit is so funny though. The whole I don't really like fish food. I prefer steak, medium rare. Like what? That is not what we're talking about right now, bro. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Oh, that's loud as fuck. Okay. That's the fish story. If I ever feel bad about myself, I'll remember this guy exists. Yeah. Wait. That was the perfect time to use my guilty. That was the perfect time to use my guilty thing. The fish story. That guy, for sure guilty. I bet he's not allowed in seafood restaurants anymore. He sees fish and gets insta down bad. It's like the final boss of all gooners. Yeah, no, I mean, that's like the final boss of like, I don't know, is that bestiality if it's a fish? I mean, I think so, right? Right? I think it's still bestiality if it's a fish. I'm not positive though. Maybe there's another word for that. I don't know. But like when he said that, like he can't not think about like talking, like when he talks to his dad, he can't not think about the fish. You know, I actually had a moment. Actually, I'm not gonna talk about this because what if Yuzu Mom's in my stream right now? I was about to say something that I thought about with Yuzu Mom, but what if she's in my stream and she doesn't know about it? And then now I tell her, and now it like I can't be risking that shit. Bro gets bricked up at that Shark Tale movie. Bro, who doesn't get bricked up at the Shark Tale movie? Have you seen that one fish? Wait. Have you seen that one fish? That one fish from Shark Tale. Yeah. This fish, bro. You know this fish? This fish. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway. My friend was part of the multi-day goon session in a VTuber's VC, but I think Fish Dude tops him. Ew. Ew. A multi-day goon session in a VTuber's VC? That sounds kind of like disgusting. I feel like I can smell that like from here. That sounds really gross actually. I mean, yeah, we have sad masturbating in the Discord, but like we don't actually sad masturbate in there. That shit's crazy. Can I get a 4-piece nugget and a medium fry? We are not at McDonald's right now. We have a scene set up for McDonald's. We are not there right now. This is the Yuzu courtroom. State your crime. They were tagging each other in like it was a job shift. What the fuck? Wait, that sounds disgusting. Ew. Bro, it's your turn to goon. It's your turn to goon, bro. And also, I am not beyond saving anybody. And everybody thinks that fish is at least. Everybody's seen that fish. That fish has probably gone on a lot of hear me out cakes, you know. Probably as many as the fish from Nemo. After I do garbage, I don't think I want to see your picture of the VTuber Goon VC. I don't want to see it. I kind of don't want to see it. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. The fish story though. Yuzu, do you like fish sticks? I mean, yeah, I like fish. I was pescatarian for like 2 years. It only lasted 2 years though. I was pescatarian for a good long while, and then one day my dad was grilling burgers, and I was like, oh, burger. And I just ate the burger, and then my pescatarian streak ended, and I eated meat after that. I was just like, fuck, meat is so good. I can't do it. I can't do the only fish anymore. I have to eat meat. I have to eat meat. Meat's good anyway. Yeah, I needed that burger in me. You ate meat like a fucking savage. No, I ate meat like... I actually, when I eat meat, I eat it with my pinky up. I eat proper, bro. I be eating meat proper. Speaking of eating meat, I'm actually like low-key kind of hungry right now. We had spaghetti for dinner, but it was like leftovers. So there wasn't too much spaghetti, but I'm still hungry for spaghetti. I'm still a little hungry for spaghetti. But I think I'll just eat like 3 smoothie. We got more? Wait, you did not finish it? Oh. Your Honor, I'm terribly sorry for my tardiness. It's okay. It's okay, Chrome S. Oh, we have more ingredients, but I don't want to eat spaghetti like 3 days in a row, so we can't make spaghetti again, because then we'll have leftover for tomorrow, and then I'll have to eat spaghetti tomorrow, which I don't want to eat spaghetti 3 days in a row. That's a lot of spaghetti. Thin toes? What does that mean? How do you know my toes are actually very thick? My toes are actually my toes are a bit chubby, if I may. Hold on, how do I move? Okay, wait, my hammer's going crazy. MegaB21, welcome to the stream. What's the button again? What's the button again? What's my button again? I know I have a button. Ah! See, my toes are quite thick. I have no toenails, by the way. I think when my artist drew me, they did not expect me to take the shoes off, so my toes are just kind of there. Anyway. YUZU core, they're kind of thin. They're not kind of thin. They look like a spatula. I could see that. Spatula toes, that's reasonable. So, we haven't ran into a single asshole post, and I don't think we're going to. But I'm kind of brainstorming ideas for our confessional. So, we should have like YUZU confessional, right? Okay, let's make the Google form. Let's make the Google form. Hold on, I need to hide this really quick because it's on my actual Google account. Hold on a second. Google form. Form builder. Bro, why does it keep defaulting to my actual Google account? Okay guys, we are going to make a Google form for the confessional. Okay, I think this needs to be adjusted a tiny bit. Yeah, let's bring that out a little bit. Okay, so YUZU Nation confessionals. YUZU Nation confessional. Please submit your confession for... What do they call priests? Like... Would it be crazy of me to say Pope YUZU? I'm not the Pope. I am not the Pope. On Pope YUZU to view on stream. All confessions will be looked over by mods to determine validity. Thank you for your service to the YUZU Nation. Normally it's father. Okay, we'll do father YUZU. I would appreciate it if all of you called me daddy in this stream. Please do not hold back. However, okay, how should we do this? Should we do maybe like we should have like an audio submitting one in case people want to submit audio. I'll make it like Okay, let's see. File upload. Continue. Okay, we can have an. Don't worry, all the mods will look it over for me. But we can have an audio upload, and then we can also have a text one if you would like, so I won't require either of them. So, audio confessional. Only allow specific audio. How big is an audio file normally? Description. Please submit audio file of you confessing. Will be reviewed by mods before being shown on stream. I don't know how to spell. Please ignore that if preferred. How do I add another question? Oh wait, down here. Okay, I'm gonna actually put the written confession. Written confession, paragraph. Description. Please submit a written confession or transcript of your audio confession. Will be reviewed by mods before being shown on stream. Okay, this one's gonna be required. Bigger ones can get pretty demanding if they're long enough. Uncompressed WAV. Well, we can have a written too. I mean, they're gonna have to add a transcript anyway. So this is gonna be longer text. And then we should have name optional. Name, age, gender, optional. Short answer. Okay. And that one's not going to be required. Submit your name, age, and gender. Have you spelled the word preferred? Preferred. Entirely optional. And okay to stay. Oh wait, confessions should be anonymous. So it should just be age and gender. audio since it's possible to include malwares in them? Well, I'm not gonna be downloading anything. I think it's just gonna be on here. It should be fine, right? Short answer. Sending a virus VTuber a virus. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to learn your secrets. I'm making content, obviously. Wait, the usernation. Required. Rating. Description. There is a right answer. If you guys remember last time, there is a right answer. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let's edit this and make it pretty. Customize theme. What would we do for to make it look all priesty? Add. Apply. Use a nation confessional. Question. Should probably have it like script, some sort of script, right? Apply. Actually, I kind of like the look of this. Okay. Stream. This stream will take place on May 7th, 2026. May 7th. Please submit before. Please submit before stream on May 7th. Additional portion of stream on May 7th. Submissions after confession session has started may not be reviewed in time. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. And this one's required, right? Okay. Responders, anyone with the link? Oh wait, let me hide this real quick. Anyone with the link, responder view, anyone with the link, done. Publish. Copy. Here's the confessional URL in chat. We've also got to make a tweet with it as well. I'm gonna throw it in the Discord real quick, just in general. But I shall make an official post tomorrow about it, along with the rest of the schedule for our what is it called? For our 12, I think it will just end up being a long stream. But I think for that stream we can have a bunch of stuff piled in. I think it'll be fun. We'll have a few things. Clumsy Ninja DJ, thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. We'll have a few things to do that stream. Yeah. I think I have a good idea of what I want to do, but I'm not positive on the layout of things. So maybe I'll hop in the Discord and talk with you guys a little bit. I probably will be playing Tomodachi Life for a little while. So I think I'm gonna end stream around here, but I will be playing Tomodachi Life in my Discord for a little bit if you guys want to hang out with me. Here's the link to the Discord, and here's the link also to my Twitter, where I'll be posting more about the 12-hour stream, our anniversary stream, and the stuff that got going. I think I still have some YUZU merch that I can do a little giveaway with, so maybe we can look into doing that. Yeah. This will not be the end of our YUZU courtroom. Maybe next time I'll have my mods go through some stories so that we have a good variety. This one was kind of on a whim, so it wasn't planned out to the best of my ability, but I think next time will go a lot better. Oh my gosh, wisdom tooth pain. Oh, Marky, you feel better soon. That sounds terrible. Let's get ready to raid. I am like deathly afraid of getting my wisdom teeth taken out, even though I've gotta get them taken out soon. They're like growing in wrong, but I'm so afraid of getting them taken out that I haven't been able to. I don't know. I'm super nervous to get them out, but anyway. Let's see. Let's raid Lily Blue today. She's playing Tomodachi Life. I think it'll be okay, Yuzu. I think I'll be fine in the end when I finally decide to do it, but leading up to doing it, I don't know if I'll be okay, but yeah, mine was sideways and I got all 4 out without going under. It honestly wasn't all that bad. I'm just super nervous. I don't know if I can do it. I'll do my best though. Anyway guys, I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for coming to stream. I think my next stream is going to be on Friday, and I think I'm going to do a karaoke. So I hope I can see you guys at the karaoke, and I hope I don't get yelled at for singing into my microphone for 2 hours. So yeah, probably won't be any really hard to sing songs because then I'll have to get loud. So I'll make a cute little karaoke list for you guys. I know I have some songs that I have to sing for karaoke since I rejected the redeems before, so I'll have those on the list for sure. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for coming to the stream. Bye 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 bye.
샛별